Hello, hope you can hear me. I'm in my office again. Now I finished work, but I'm in the break room. Okay, now let's go through yesterday's trade. Yesterday I made no trades. Okay, this is separate. Let's leave this out for a while. I can explain it later, but let's go through. Okay. So yeah, yesterday, like I said, wasn't a strong, it swept here, wasn't that strong for gold, was it? And then it did retrace, but you can clearly see it's not that it's not good, because if I were to make a trade, I said yesterday, stop loss would be here. There's no guarantee, there was a strong push, but the sweep was very light, you were seeing. It was in London session, so, and that's why I didn't make trade. Okay, quite self-explanatory, because I already explained it yesterday. Let's go to GBUSD. Right, GBUSD again. Yesterday we had a bullish bias, correct? So we needed a sweep of lows, and I do not see a single sweep of lows. Can you? I don't think you can, because we can, you're bullshitting. Here, but this is already a new day, it's already Wednesday. And we trade after this line, so you have to look in between this one line and this orange line here, this orange line here. Okay, I don't see any sweeps of the low. Look at this sweep. If you're looking here and you say, oh, there's a sweep here, well, you're forcing the trade at this point, and that's what we do not do. We don't force the trades. We want to allow the market to force us to place a trade, like giving signals left and right, the risk to reward ratio is goated. That's what we want to do, then we make trade. So let's go now to gold, where you saw the newest long position I made. Okay, since I already explained this, let's move all of this. Okay, let's put in the sessions. Okay, we have 9:30. 9:30, we have 3. And we have 6. Okay. Now, as you can see, yes, I am in a short position. Now, let's explain why did I take a short position in Asian session. Nonetheless, okay, now tell me why mainly because right. I saw a sweep, and I think this is 30 minutes. Sweep of this line here. Okay. So what the sweep was, let's go to 15 minutes and we can see together. So the sweep was made based on this candle. No, it's on 30 minutes here. Okay. So in 30 minutes, high time frame holds high power. So as you can see here, look at this. In the 15 minutes, yes, it's a change in direction, what do you call that? Whatever you call it, change in carrier in the 15 minutes. But as you can see, 13 minutes, okay, it swept, went above, slightly above 80, it didn't break through. It didn't break through, look at this. Oh, this is interesting. Again. Call that a breaker structure. So barely finished. That's a previous night. Okay. chase, also previous night at 3 morning nights. And you'll say that, okay, yeah, it's just a new day. Why would you take that risk? Because right after you did that sweep, it went down. You can see that. Look at this. There's a big fat red candle here. Straight down. Okay. Now I analyzed it. My stop loss was okay. Right above this candle, and to me, I think that it's a good risk to take. Let's look at this max. Let's mark it out, shall we? Okay. I'll mark it out in the I went to 15 minutes to mark it out. Days. Oh, days. I marked it out using the 15 minutes, so the last push up. This is the open. As well as my equilibrium for the retrace. This beauty. It is beauty. Okay. Now I'm thinking, why did I place the trades so higher? Normally I would do it here or even here. Why did I go up to here? That's the thinking there. Well, it might be more than 3 of it. Where is it? Major role in this, which was because I was just opening the charts and just randomly at work just going through the charts and looking and coincidentally I saw the sweep. I saw that it followed all my rules and it was at, you can say, its peak. So I started from there, place a trade. My risk would be this much for me. Yeah, the risk to reward was 1.4, almost 5. It was valid risk. And that's why I took it. And of course, luck plays a big role in all of this. And I am lucky most of the time because I put myself in a position where luck comes to me. You should too. Okay? Always put yourself in a position where luck can come to you. Meaning to say, you want to win a race, you got to participate. You want to win the lottery, you have to earn money to buy a lottery ticket. Is that reference? Yep. Okay. Oh, finally I can talk freely on the page. Full of people here. Fuck, I've read through. Okay, anyways, yeah. So, again, this was not a forced trade. Because I followed all my rules. Sweep, yes. Come out of the order block, yes. The whole candle, yeah. Retrace back into it, definitely. Entered equilibrium, was definitely. How much loss would I take? Little good RR, yes. Okay, valid setup. The only thing I would be a bit questioning is that the timing, because my rules actually follow all timers, which should follow all sessions in Asia and London, but I've been practicing only in New York section. I understand how the market works. I might be only into make it right at Asian session, not the first time that's dealing with these people everywhere. So yeah, tomorrow I'll let you know how this trade goes. Back in words of advice. Like I said, put yourself in a position where luck comes to you. I'm always lucky. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm always lucky. But it's also your mindset, like when you get unlucky, I don't call it unlucky. When I get unlucky, I just say shit happens, you know, life happens, it doesn't affect me. Whereas if I get lucky, I say, yeah, I am lucky, this happens to me. So basically, every good thing that happens to me is a plus point. Every bad thing that happens to me is neutral. It's just zero. It's just like, oh, it's gonna happen anyways. This, that, I don't take anything personally. Whereas all the wins, I take personally, and this slowly builds your mind to take the losses straight on and just grab the wins. This has happened to me where I made profit quite recently. I made profit, then I took some losses, some mistake losses, as in discipline losses or carelessness losses. I didn't properly see the risk, I didn't set the stop loss, I did this, did that, and then I lost a lot, maybe 100 in one trade. I made all that back. It wasn't luck, it was discipline, but even if it was luck, as in that day suddenly news happened, it jumped. I put myself in a position where I went and traded every single day. I looked at the markets every single day. I analyzed every single day. I was thinking about this 24/7. I can guarantee you I was, and you should too. You want to win anything. Again, whatever I talk about is not just about trading. Trading is just my choice, my way of earning right now. So what I speak to you might be mostly related to trading. Everything's related to trading. But you can take this and you should take my advice. I have a sort of thinking that I'm always right. Might sound arrogant, egotistical, but fuck it. Because if I think I'm right, then no one else can, no one else's opinions really matter. But that doesn't say I am too stupid to listen to advice, because obviously I'm only 22. Do you think I'm dumb enough to just go with what I feel? No, I haven't gotten this far by going how I feel, going with what I know at the time. I think 18-year-old me is stupid. Not stupid, but his decisions weren't the best. But at the time, I thought I was the best. Because you have to do that. You most definitely have to think whatever decision you make is 100% right. It's sort of loop where 18-year-old me would think every decision he made was right, and you'd follow through, work as hard as possible to get and make decisions prove themselves right. And even if it didn't, say, it didn't, so what, moved on. If it did, fuck yeah, it did because of this. Every decision was thought out step by step, and if it didn't work out, just learn from it. So 22-year-old me thinks 18-year-old me is very, I like the mindset, but decisions, and of course he's 18 years old, he didn't know any better. So the best thing I can do is always try and learn. Every time someone gives you advice, think of it truly and deeply. Put your feelings, your thinking aside first. What do they say? Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Their concerns valid? Yeah, it is. Then you take into account everything and you see if you're willing to risk it. Talking about, like, maybe you want to drop out of school. I really wanted to drop out of school. I mean university. But I didn't. And I don't regret that. I wanted to. I didn't. I don't regret that because I cannot be living a life full of regrets. Even if something I wanted to do and someone stopped me and didn't have the balls to do it. I'm not saying that's the case, but even if that was the case, I cannot be living in regret. I'm always thinking every decision I made was either meant, it's always meant to be, and it's the best decision I could have made. Whatever it is. It could be something stupid. Maybe, I don't know, even not going gym. You would think, why didn't I go gym? But me not going gym that day has made me the person I am today. So now I know not going gym, it's a bad feeling. I will end up feeling regret. So, lesson learned. Now on I go to a gym. That's how you should take every single day. This is how I think. Every single day, every single decision you made, whether if it's unknowing, if I apologize to you, that shows that I really didn't know. I didn't know any better. If I don't apologize to you, I do know. I do know better, and I stand by my decision. So that's how you should live. Stand by decision. Okay. Okay, that's it from me now. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk about this pretty good. Okay. Peace.